Today we're going to check out some chameleons.
It's that soft girl era. It's here now.
Yeah. This lady, the purple spider. She's
Shout
talking
out to you, purple spider.
She's talking about how she now has discovered the goodness of being feminine, and she's enjoying.
It's like she's unlocked a new level.
Goku
of woman. Let's
check it out.
Our era complaining before, and I've been enjoying this soft girl era that I'm going through. I've never been able to be a soft girl. I'm so like, and now I'm just like, and then when I lower my voice and I need to be taken seriously and handled delicately, and I just look and I'm like, baby, look.
Shut up, you cunt!
So let me get this straight. So soft galera is just loud ass women just lowering their voice, putting on the long ass lashes, and going like, baby, look. That's it. That's soft galera. So
but you know this lady. Let's finish.
Oh shit.
I need you. I get whatever the fuck I want. Who told me to be aggressive?
She's back. She's back. It's so fascinating. Why do some ladies think that being feminine is like a switch?
You can turn it on and off. No, this video is actually quite scary because this lady is showing us quite clearly. All right, number one, we know her real self is loud, aggressive, know-it-all. That's her real self. Number two,
combative.
She's discovered that okay, men don't like that. So if I want to get anything that I want, just tone it down, act all sweet and innocent and sensual.
Keyword act.
And that's how enemies behave.
Yeah.
If
That's a tactic.
If I can't beat you with arms or with force, then I come slowly. I just manipulate, and that's what it is. And this is quite scary.
And it's really interesting because I've had a lot of, especially this whole body count conversation, where there are a lot of ladies who believe your body count. By body count, I mean the number of people you've had sex with. Yeah. A lot of women believe it says nothing about you. You can have sex with 300 men and you'll be the same girl you were when you started having sex. And they believe that
they do.
To the core of their being. But it's not the truth. It's just like this wonderful young lady. I don't know her. So that's what I'll say, okay? The first thing, when a man looks at you, all the tats. You see the tats on the chest, on the titty there.
Yeah, they don't speak well.
You know what they say about you? All these tats say that you have been around.
Yeah.
And you have some damage to you, either physical or emotional. So even if you pretend to be submissive, to be quiet, it doesn't matter because who you are is written on you.
And that's one of the, it isn't a blanket that says everyone who has tattoos is like this. Just with every category in life, there are people maybe in this sense they get tattoos maybe for fun, maybe because of influence, maybe as a sort of way to represent your connection to a certain group, as an initiation. But more often than not, tattoos are gotten by the average person as a way to, they're a way to express some deep emotional, psychological events in your life. More often, the painful ones. So if you have a person with a lot of tattoos, usually they have connotations of a lot of emotional and psychological experiences, mainly negative. The problem is, when that is the case, then you know that the person hasn't been able to access a wholesome environment by which to work out their issues. So how were they able to cope? They did it either by drinking, by doing drugs, and what accompanies those kinds of things? Loose moral behavior. And in the case of men and women, loose moral behavior means sleeping around. Now, while men may, just as women, be guilty of the double standards, at the end of the day, if men want wives and they are the ones who hold the keys to relationships, they will not accept a lady who has been around to wife. It simply comes down to that.
Yeah, that's why, and I think it's these days a lot. A lot of guys usually believe you should stay with a woman even for a year, 2 years before you decide to put anything permanent on. Because like you can see, this first commenter here, she's saying catch more bees with honey.
Baby, yeah,
they know.
That's somebody. That's somebody who else who's learned the trick, so that they know how to get away with it.
But it's still a trick. It's a trick,
and it's an act.
It's an act. You cannot change your nature.
Being feminine,
just like
feminine is behavior. Behavior is learned, and it doesn't happen in an instant.
It's not overnight,
and it's not a switch.
It's reinforced.
Okay? It's reinforced over time.
But
so if her behavior was before combative, loud, aggressive,
she's still combative,
non-feminine, she will act differently for a short period of time, usually to achieve a certain end. And when that is achieved, you go back to her nature.
Back to toxicity.
And that's the problem. Anyway, good luck with
you,
Spider.
And so
I hope
this,
you do well. But
and I hope a disclaimer for guys, because there's been a lot of talk, especially as guys have gotten on social media to say a lot what they want. Oh, we want feminine women. We want women who are like this. I know there are a lot of women who have seen where they are going wrong. And they don't want to correct anything. They don't want to change anything. But they want the fruits, so they will pretend. You know, they will pretend to be what you want. But after slight time goes on, they change back to being who they were.
So guys, as you're looking for wives, be careful. Ladies, if you want good outcomes, if you want to get into a good school, then you look for the grades that they want. It's sort of like that. Mold yourself into becoming a wife. Men, mold yourself into becoming husbands, and then both sexes will have good outcomes. Anyway, aside from that,
peace out.
All right.